Hawks lose 4-2 to the New Jersey Devils. And the main story of the game, Connor Bedard, as he was injured in the first period of play because Brandon Smith laid a dirty hit to the head on Bedard when Bedard was entering the offensive zone on a power play. Smith used his shoulder on jaw on Bedard, leading to Bedard not returning to this game. So, that's going to lead to an angry Chicago Blackhawks team. And an angry Chicago Blackhawks team we got. Going into the second period of play was where we saw old-time hockey. A ton of aggressive play, ton of retribution type plays because Murphy kind of laid a hit on Heischer that led to Heischer missing the remainder of the first period, who did return for the Devils. And the Devils were going after Murphy. The Hawks were going after Smith on the bench. They were jawing at him, chirping him. And then Donato gets hit in the boards, and Vlasic drops the gloves of someone on the Devils. We saw two fights this game. We saw a ton of penalties each side, a total of 38 penalty minutes for the Blackhawks to the Devils 26. And we saw another injury occur. Nick Foligno missed the remainder of the game after he got into a fight with another injury to the Chicago Blackhawks. That is a total of 5 injuries on this road trip by the Blackhawks. This is not good. We don't have help. This team doesn't have the star talent and depth to go in each night, getting injured each night. Now that Connor Bedard's injured, hopefully he does return, but we'll find out later. But it doesn't seem good when your star player, Connor Bedard, is injured and he's our key offensive threat. First period of play. The Hawks were the team that got on the board as they had a power play goal, and it was scored by number 16, Jason Dickinson, at 15:05 in the first period, his 13th of the season, assisted by Vlasic. It made it a 1-0 game for the Hawks. The Hawks, when they got this power play goal, they were playing with heart by the fact knowing Connor Bedard's going to be missing for the rest of the game. Well, they need to come out and someone has to put up some goals. And it's, of course, Jason Dickinson, who's been playing outstanding this year, gets on the board 1-0 Hawks. They go to the second period of play, and, well, the Devils were able to tie it up midway through at 10:08 in the first period. Alexander Holtz gets his 9th of the season, assisted by Nemeth. Nemenek to make it a 1-1 game. And we're in a midst of a penalty fest because in the second period of play alone, we saw penalty after penalty because a total of 40 penalty minutes were put up on the board in that second period of play. And then the Hawks get called for a penalty at the end of the period, and the Hawks were able to score on that penalty. It was a shorthanded goal scored by number 11, Boris Kachuk. Number 14, Boris Kachuk, for his third of this year, first career shorthanded goal as he stole the puck from Jack Hughes, deking Jack Hughes, and then deking Luke Hughes, going bar down, hand to the ear celebration. Hawks lead 2-1 going into the third. Into the third period of play, it was all Devils as they scored 5 minutes to tie it up. Nemenek scores his second of the season, assisted by Tierney, and it's a 2-2 game. Then at 11:56 in the third period, McLeod scores his 10th of the season, assisted by Lazar and Holtz, to make it a 3-2 game. And with the Hawks in empty net at 19:34 in the third period, Tyler Toffoli puts it in on the empty net for his 16th of the season to make it a 4-2 game. Arvid Soderblom in net played great. The Hawks were playing battle tested, injury tested, and trying to do anything to actually be in this game with this high power offense of the New Jersey Devils. Something interesting to say, the Devils having the best power play in the league. Well, they didn't do anything with it. They had 6 power play goals. They went 0 for 6. The Hawks went 1 for 5 on the power play. So Hawks did better on the special teams, getting a shorthanded goal and a power play goal. But that's it. The Hawks don't have much offense now, knowing that Connor Bedard is injured. We have to hope Bedard is going to be back, as he's our all-star. He's our only star. He's our key star, I should say, because this team is riddled with injuries. As I mentioned in my previous video, this team is dealing with so many injuries. It's to the point where they aren't getting the help that they need, and it's happening each and every game. Yes, we didn't suffer an injury yesterday in that 4-1 loss to the Rangers, but it seems like every game we're in, we have an injury. And today, it's our biggest player on our roster getting injured. And also our de facto captain and Nick Foligno being injured. Nick Foligno and Connor Bedard are key members to this roster. And with them being injured, hopefully they will be back. And hopefully it's just the fact the Hawks knew this was going to be a chippy game after Bedard got injured. So maybe they were saying, okay, well, we won't put you back in for the rest of the game, but this is what it is. The Hawks need to figure out how to fill in some holes, because you can't call up everyone from Rockford or you're doing even worse. That's what I have to say. Down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, these injuries are killing us.